From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Finally Friday, a live look at downtown Detroit. We've got a big weekend forecast, including a threat for severe weather coming up.
Plus, President Trump weighing in on the Russia probe, confirming he's under federal investigation for firing James Comey. But first, several families are trying to figure out where they'll be calling home now after a fire damages their apartments early this morning. Fire investigators now believe a burning candle might be to blame for causing that fire. It happened early this morning at the Water's Edge Apartments in South Lyon. And as our Nick Monticelli reports, nobody was hurt, but the damage could be much worse.
Good afternoon. We say the damage could be a lot worse because of how the fire could have moved. Now, firefighters did a good job keeping the fire contained, but also as the fire moved out of this apartment here, there were fire walls in between every 2 units. So it was basically contained on its own. There are a total of 8 units, though, that have damage or could be destroyed because of additional smoke and water damage. These apartments are on Lakewood here in South Lyon, close to 10 Mile Road and Lafayette. The majority of the damage, though, is better seen from the back of this building. It's been boarded up already, but those units there are destroyed. There's also some video from overnight that gives a little bit clearer indication of what kind of damage there is here. No one has officially said just yet, but it is believed the fire started here because of a candle. Residents here say it was not chaos, but there was certainly concern about those who were inside.
Families came around and tried to knocked on everyone's doors to wake them up and said the building's on fire, get out.
I didn't know at first if the person in the actual apartment where the fire was got out, but because EMS showed up.
Well, everyone started counting. Some of the neighbors from above me here knew everybody and made sure everybody was out, so.
The apartment complex, which by the way is called Water's Edge Apartments, took care of the people inside of these burned units and put them in a hotel last night. Again, nobody was injured. Now they just have to figure out where they're going to go, especially with all their stuff, all their belongings destroyed inside. There is word, though, that the apartments may be putting them up in hotels as long as it takes to get these things fixed up. In South Lyon, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Right now, we want to get to breaking news that we're following out of Massachusetts, and that's where 20-year-old Michelle Carter has just been found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the 2014 death of her boyfriend. Prosecutors say Carter, who was 17 at the time, sent text messages to her boyfriend by the name of Conrad Roy, urging him to commit suicide. Roy then went on to kill himself by inhaling carbon monoxide in his pickup truck. Michelle Carter now faces up to 20 years in prison. Congressman Steve Scalise and Michigan native Matt Micah are still in the hospital after Wednesday's shooting at a congressional baseball practice. Scalise, who serves as the majority whip leader in the House, was shot in the hip and has gone through 3 surgeries so far. He's in critical condition. Meanwhile, Micah, who was shot in the chest and the arm, was upgraded from critical to serious last night. All right, let's get to a Help Me Hank consumer alert for you now, as Amazon has announced today that it's buying Whole Foods Market. The deal, valued at about $13.7 billion, includes the grocery store's net debt. Amazon will pay about $42 per share of Whole Foods Market Incorporated. The deal is targeted to close in the second half of the year. Whole Foods Market will continue to operate stores under the Whole Foods Market brand. All right, everybody, it is warming up into the 80s this afternoon as we head on into the Father's Day weekend, and we give you a live look at Metro Detroit here. Outside, it's looking pretty hot there, Brandon. How hot will it get today?
We're looking at upper 80s, excuse me, but less humidity today than what we had yesterday. That air you can wear. It's down a little bit, but still warm, and the warm air could create a problem here and there. 83 in Adrian. We have 82 in Howell, 78 at Pontiac. 82 is our official number. We'll probably get another 5 degrees or so through the afternoon, maybe a little bit more. A little more cloud cover up north and lake breeze showers. The difference in temperatures between the land and the lake creates a little boundary here where we get some showers. Lexington, Port Sanilac, maybe even down along Lake St. Clair. Can't rule out an area of drizzle. But you see some clearing is coming your way, which is great news. We have temperatures again getting up to about 88 degrees. If we can get 2 hours or more of some hazy sunshine this afternoon. May have a neighborhood around 90. But we also have that chance for showers as we head through the afternoon hours. And 3 to 8 is that time frame, which means for tailgaters tonight and maybe at the beginning of the game, a couple of showers still around, and they'll be spotty. So I'm not saying that Comerica Park is going to get these, but maybe not a bad idea, tailgaters, to have some kind of a dome, an umbrella, something. We'll talk about Saturday. Storms could be strong coming up.
All righty, Brandon, thank you. It is now day 5 of deliberations in the sexual assault trial against Bill Cosby, and that continues today. The panel of 7 men and 5 women told the judge yesterday morning, after 30 hours of deliberation, they were deadlocked. They couldn't reach a verdict on the 3 counts against him. Now, the judge told the jury to keep deliberating until they reach a unanimous decision. But if convicted, Bill Cosby could face up to 30 years in prison. We now have new information for you this afternoon as investigators say the fire set at a Coney Island on Detroit's west side overnight was arson. The fire started around 4 this morning at the lakeside Coney Island on Grand River between 7 Mile and Telegraph. Crews responded to the fire and were able to put out the blaze just after 5 a.m. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Police need your help finding a missing woman from LaSalle Township. This is a photo of 83-year-old Mary Fletcher. She was last seen on Thursday at 6 p.m. when she left to go for a walk at her subdivision near South Otter Creek Road. Now, her family says she suffers from dementia, and as you can imagine, they're very worried about her. So if you have seen her or if you know anything about her disappearance, please contact the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. President Trump took to Twitter today saying that he's under investigation for firing former FBI Director James Comey. Trump tweeted, quote, "I'm being investigated for firing the FBI director by the man who told me to fire the FBI director. Witch hunt." Trump might be referring to Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, who raised concerns about Comey in a memo to the president. Others believe that he's referring to Robert Mueller, who was appointed special counsel to investigate Russian involvement in the 2016 presidential campaign. In the meantime, President Trump is headed to Miami this afternoon, where he's expected to announce a revised Cuba policy aimed at stopping the flow of U.S. cash to the country's military. He's also expected to reinstate some travel restrictions to the island. All right, still ahead here on Local 4 News at noon, a truck carrying fireworks explodes. We have new video that shows the unplanned fireworks show that followed. And a wild police chase happened in Los Angeles before leading to an hours-long standoff on a roof of a home. See how it finally came to an end. Plus, 2 inmates accused of killing prison guards to escape are back in custody. We'll tell you how they were caught after a massive 2-day manhunt.
Okay, full disclosure. The last time I was this close to a bat in a bat house, people said they could hear me screaming all the way across campus. Want that? Do you want? No, you don't? But I am working on conquering my fear as I take you on the inside of a brand new, I guess you could call it a nocturnal animal zoo. They're getting ready to open to the public, and we're going to give you your first look. I'll see you today at 4 on First at 4.
The 2 convicts who escaped from a Georgia prison bus by killing 2 guards are now back in custody. They were captured last night after 3 days of being on the run. NBC's Carrie Sanders reports from Tennessee where they were found.
Face down, held at gunpoint, Donnie Rowe and Ricky Dubose, captured in rural Christiana, Tennessee, after being on the run for 3 days. Authorities say the former cellmates murdered 2 Georgia prison guards during their early morning escape from a corrections transport bus on Tuesday.
These are murderers, cold-blooded murderers.
On Thursday afternoon, police say the convicts broke into this house, holding a husband and wife at gunpoint, forcing the wife to cook for them, then tying them up.
They got the man's boots, some of his clothing, some of his valuables.
The men also stole that couple's Jeep and soon after were spotted on Interstate 24 heading west. Police in pursuit got into a rolling gunfight.
4 shots fired.
They crashed the vehicle and then took off on foot. As they disappeared into the woods, police converged from all directions. Neighbors spotted the inmates outside their homes, got their guns, and called police.
They were attempting to carjack or steal another vehicle from that residence. The homeowner stepped out and held the people there by gunpoint until another neighbor came to assist him.
Minutes later, when 2 SWAT teams and canine units arrived, the suspects were finally taken back into custody. The inmates now held here in jail are expected to be eventually extradited back to Georgia. Kerry Sanders, NBC News, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
A man wanted for kidnapping is finally in custody after a high-speed chase and an hours-long standoff in Los Angeles. Take a look. The chase started Thursday night when the driver, speeding through red lights and swerving into oncoming traffic, eventually crashes into a stop sign, as you just saw there. He ditches his car before ultimately ending up somehow on someone's roof. The man stayed on top of that roof for several hours, as you can see here, before police finally were able to talk him down. They arrested him at around 1 o'clock this morning. So a midday fireworks show lit up the sky in Idaho after a truck carrying the fireworks caught on fire. Take a look at this. Pretty unbelievable. The truck was carrying more than 100 pounds of fireworks when it caught fire on Thursday afternoon. The explosions were caught on video by several people in the area, several brave people, I might add. The driver says that he lost more than $25,000 of fireworks, and believe it or not, nobody was hurt.
New at noon.
Summer blockbuster season is officially in full swing, and we've got your box office preview with a lot of good movies you'll want to see this weekend. Coming up, Brandon.
A popular choice because it's Father's Day weekend, and it's going to stay warm around here all weekend long, but Father's Day weekend storms, and some of them could be on the strong side. We'll tell you when you're going to need to keep an eye to the skies coming up next.
He's been on the job for more than 60 years and has no plans of calling it quits.
It's my life.
His work keeps him going 7 days a week.
And he's always here.
Called to this life in the 2nd grade, retirement is not an option.
He definitely feels a duty to this.
Even his cardiologist asks him how he does it. His secret to a long, happy, and full life, tonight at 11.
Make any day.
This. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're gearing up for the Father's Day weekend.
Yes.
I'm going to be inside all weekend with the exception of going out for lunch and dinner.
There you go. Not a bad idea because of what we've got going on. Not a weekend washout, but parts of it are going to be very wet and stormy. Here is a look at our local 4 storm pins, Tom Holzer Ford, and this is a free app. We want you all to get this, and although we didn't see anything severe yesterday, we had folks like Art O or Art D, what does that say? Anyway, he was in Livonia yesterday showing us this picture of thunderstorms, and it's fun to see all of your pictures, but primarily these storm pictures so that we know what's coming and everybody else who's on storm pins can check it out and get a sense of some of these crazy storms. 82 degrees right now. West wind is at 7. We mentioned this earlier, but if anybody's going to the Tigers game tonight, maybe dodging a couple of drips and drops, so just advising tailgaters maybe to bring an umbrella or something just in case we get a couple of showers through about 8 o'clock, and it should be mostly dry through the game from the middle 80s, tailgating falling down into the middle 70s, so temperatures are nice. Our high today will be right around 88 degrees, some hazy sun at times, clouds in parts of the area, and we mentioned those lake breeze drizzle areas also, mainly on the east side here, southern Ontario and our north zone, but spotty showers between 3 and 8 p.m. today. Tomorrow, already looking ahead, severe risk is this area in yellow here, including most of Metro Detroit, a slight risk. That's number 2 out of 5 on the risk category, so it's not a super strong risk, but it's certainly higher than anything we've had the last several days, and there is a risk afternoon and late evening tomorrow with a couple of rounds coming through where we could get gushing rains, that dangerous lightning, and damaging winds. Another thing we're going to have to watch out for. Big big time tomorrow. We see some clearing here. That's nice, but there are more clouds gearing up over Lake Michigan. And we're warm all weekend. Finally, a cool front comes through and comes at us Sunday night into Monday, and we'll start to cool things back down just a little bit. Here is our computer model at 3. Boom, there goes a shower right over Wayne County. Not saying that's exactly where it will set up, but you get the hint that they're scattered about the area. Overnight, we're all right. Tomorrow, we stop it here at about 2 in the afternoon. Spotty showers and storms. Don't cancel your plans, but as we get later in the day, look at some of these showers late at night and overnight. This is some pretty heavy stuff. The good news is, well, when you're heading out to church or services on Sunday, could be quite slick, wet and dangerous, but through the afternoon it gets drier and drier on Dad's Day, so that's good. If you have afternoon barbecue or golf plans, everything should be all right. And then there's the 70s coming back next week, Evrod, which is funny because Wednesday is the start of summer.
And we'll take that. Brandon, thank you. So we know time catches up with everyone, and that also includes cartoon characters. Can you believe it's been more than 10 years since Pixar first introduced Lightning McQueen? But now, the star of the movie Cars has a few more miles on his tires as he tries to cross the finish line this weekend in a new adventure.
Enjoy your retirement!
Lightning McQueen hits the guardrail of life in Cars 3. The former Piston Cup champ has fallen behind the latest generation of hyper-efficient racers, so he teams up with a young technician and the old Hudson Hornet to make one last run at the checkered flag. Cars 3 is rated PG.
This weekend's all about us, just like old times.
Bridesmaids meets CSI Miami in Rough Night. Scarlett Johansson leads this comedy ensemble as a bride-to-be celebrating her final hours of freedom. But the bar crawl becomes a crime scene when a hired dancer dies on the job. Rough Night is rated R.
I'm reporting from the streets. I'm educating and keeping it real.
Ride in the life of one of America's most wanted in All Eyes on Me. This biodrama examines the troubling times of hip-hop lyricist Tupac Shakur. It follows his journey from drug dealer to standard bearer for West Coast rap until his unsolved assassination in 1996. All Eyes on Me is rated R. A great white peruses the dinner menu in 47 Meters Down. This Is Us star Mandy Moore plays a tourist in Mexico. On-screen sister Claire Holt talks her into a shark diving cage, which later becomes a deep-sea chafing dish. 47 Meters Down is rated PG-13. Oh, and that looks like a good one. A lot of good movies to go and see this weekend. All right, so one man goes on a life-saving trip. Up next, we'll tell you the promise he made that has him traveling more than 7,500 miles.